it's Cherry and welcome back to my channel. During the past month, I've been working to create a short video as part of the Water Revolution conference organised by the Peter Cullen Trust. This event aimed to present digital stories of hope, courage and determination in order to revolutionise the current water management system. The video I created looked at circular water management with a focus on wastewater reuse and how it can be used to solve the water shortage and pollution problems. I would like to thank my wonderful mother and William Tate for all their help in creating this short story, and to the Peter Cullen Trust for the opportunity to share my work with leading water professionals. If you would like to watch the final video, please keep watching and don't forget to like, comment your thoughts down below and subscribe to my channel for more. Thank you so much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. Coleridge's immortal words from the rhyme of the ancient mariner were referring to an unending ocean of salt water as far as the eye could see. But what if the water that we turn to on a daily basis was undrinkable for quite different reasons?
This is just one of the undesirable futures that awaits us if we don't wake up to the dysfunctionality of our current water systems and start planning for a very different approach.
So here's what we're dealing with. With an exponentially expanding population, our demand for fresh water is increasing, but our supply is not. To complicate things further, climate change is increasing the variability of our rainfall. From year to year and region to region, we're seeing unpredictable cycles of floods and droughts. To add another dimension to this growing challenge, there's the issue of water pollution from wastewater discharge, plastics, and from various chemicals such as hydrocarbons, heavy metals, and nutrients. So how are we currently managing this precious and dwindling resource?
There are three main streams within our water system. Let's have a look at their pros and cons. The first one is drinking water supply. Water from reservoirs and groundwater is treated and piped to general public to meet all the domestic and industrial demands. The second one is wastewater. The wastewater we generate is then treated in centralized treatment plants before being discharged into inland rivers or the sea. This process removes pathogens, thereby making the water safe for disposal. However, the water is disposed of after single use, so a valuable resource is wasted. Additionally, a large amount of harmful nutrients and pharmaceuticals are discharged into our waterways. The third stream is stormwater. Large drains quickly take stormwater away from our homes and streets, and as a result, this system avoids flash flooding, but once again, a valuable resource is being wasted, and large amount of pollutants are discharged in the waterways, resulting in adverse impacts on flora and fauna.
The common thread is that all three of these systems are linear. Now, why is that a problem? Each of these streams is focused on meeting just one human need. They either provide fresh, clean water supply, remove wastewater, or prevent flooding. And as a result, they fail to address all of the impacts and variabilities that affect the system as a whole. The linear approach leaves us vulnerable to water supply shortages during dry years and severe flooding during exceptionally wet years, while our waterways suffer from increasing pollution year after year. Add to that the increasing water demand due to population growth and do the simple math. It becomes clear that the status quo is setting us up for catastrophic outcomes. So what are we going to do?
Let's look at some of the alternative sources of water that are being wasted in our current water management system. The first one is seawater. Desalination of seawater can be used to provide additional water supply. This source is climate independent, however, it's very energy intensive and it's not available to inland regions. Additionally, it doesn't address the issue of pollution from wastewater and runoff, and instead generates very saline brine waste that needs disposal itself.
Not much of an improvement there. How about we see what we can do with our stormwater?
Instead of removing all the rainwater from our catchments, runoff from rooftops can be collected in rain tanks for use in households. Stormwater from road, parks and driveways can also be collected for treatment and use. This approach provides an additional supply source, reduces flash flooding, and diverts large amount of stormwater and pollution away from waterways. But it's only available seasonally as its climate-dependent source.
Getting better. Okay, but what about all of our wastewater? Surely we can do something there.
Well, it turns out we have cost-effective technology readily available to fully treat our wastewater. This approach would reuse treated wastewater to provide an additional supply source, provide climate-independent supply, as well as divert large amount of wastewater and pollution from the waterways.
I think we have a winner. So why haven't we implemented this amazing approach already? The problem we face is that we lack the social license to do the very thing that promises to sustainably solve our looming water supply crisis.
But does this mean we'll all be drinking dunny water?
The fact is that we can clean our dunny water for direct portable reuse, making it safe enough to go straight back into the taps. And this system is already in place in London, Singapore, and other cities around the world. We can also further expand this cycling approach by releasing treated wastewater into our aquifers, reservoirs, and rivers for later use. This is called indirect portable reuse and provides a psychological buffer for the yuck effect, and this is what Perth is currently doing.
The fresh approach to water management that we need for our survival into the future is a shift from linear to circular system to close the loop of water management. It's time for us all to recognize the role we must play to maintain the natural hydrological cycle. This new way of thinking is already starting to take shape. A few drips here and there, but we all need to dive in to really make it flow. So what can we all do? Firstly, spread the word. The more people that understand the benefits and the safety of wastewater potable reuse, sooner we can generate community-wide support for this approach. Secondly, those of us that work in policy space can take a look at the regulatory frameworks that prohibit direct potable reuse and get involved in the conversation for change. And finally, if we are serious about precipitating a water revolution, then let's engage with government to get behind a full-scale demonstration of direct potable reuse system. Because that is what will really give us the evidence to build community confidence and break down the regulatory barriers.
Thank you for hearing our story. Hopefully you have been moved by our passion to ensure that for generations to come, there will be water everywhere.
And it will be safe to drink.